Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of Fearless Tarot, How to Give a Positive Reading in Any Situation, which is out now from Llewellyn Books, available on Amazon. If you like my tarot take, it's all in this book. It is time for this week's Oracle Reveal. So earlier today on Instagram, I placed up a photo of 3 different animals, and I asked you to use your intuition and just ask yourself, which animal's calling to you? Because that animal has a message for you. And the animals were the hawk, the mouse, and the deer. So if you're just joining us right now, ask yourself which animal's calling to you, because that animal has your message. For those of you who picked Hawk Spirit, it says, let spirit be your guide. And Hawk is all about perspective and distance and circling over your life. Sometimes when Hawk comes up, I really think it's important to be self-aware, almost like you can separate from yourself and look at yourself from an objective vantage point. And in that way, you're able to really see maybe some mistakes you're making or some patterns that need to be corrected. But it might be time to get out of yourself, get out of your head, and look at yourself as if you were somebody who was just meeting yourself for the first time, and really assess, what are you seeing here and what might need to improve. First card for Hawk is where it's best to place your focus this next week. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles shows a juggler, and he's juggling the 2 coins. And what this can indicate is that you're needing to apply humor to a changeable situation. If you're getting frustrated that things are switching or changing really quickly, or that life is throwing you curveballs, the juggler is telling you to not take the situation so seriously, to not take yourself so seriously either. The Two of Pentacles can also indicate a juggling of finances or redistributing energy or wealth or power from one area of your life that's really sucking up all the oxygen to another that might need to feel supported at this time. The second card we have is advice from your inner wisdom this next week, if you picked Hawk. And we got the Judgment card. Judgment is all about rebirth, renewal, and reawakening. And what this could really indicate is that for Hawk, this might be a time where you're going to feel like you're coming back to life again. You're also crossing an important threshold where you're maturing, you're getting to this next level, you're getting to this next stage. And with that juggler on the Two of Pentacles, this could be a time where things are fluid, they're changeable, and you want to remain flexible for these changes. The worst thing you can do right now is be fixed or really stubborn, like it has to go this way, because these cards are saying that everything's really fluid right now. And it's almost as if the path that you're walking right now has these like tectonic plates that are shaking underneath you, but it's all leading toward a grand rebirth or a renewal in your life. And when both of these cards show up, it really just says, follow where the energy's flowing. Where's the life and vitality occurring? That is going to be where you want to invest that energy. The third card is the mythic archetype that's going to help you if you picked Hawk. And we have Hestia, the goddess of the hearth and home. And what she says is that if you're feeling insecure or unstable or worried about some of the changes that are happening around you right now, really you want to get anchored in your home. You really want to feel supported with the people and family members or the closest loved ones that really support you at this time. And it might just feel like there's a need for constancy right now while so many things are shifting. So if you're nervous about things that are in motion or moving, Hestia could just say, go home and allow yourself to feel supported with those people who care about you the most. The second animal we're going to investigate is the mouse, and it says tend to the small things. And mouse is all about seeing to the details. And some people are good with details. Personally, I've always struggled with them. It took me a long time to learn how to, be responsible and get my details in order. But they're so important because details can create structure to your life, and they can also improve an already vibrant talent. So see to the small things right now if you're attracted to mouse. First card for mouse is where it's best to place your focus this next week. We got materialism out of the Connolly deck here. Materialism is the traditional devil card. And in this deck, it kind of takes a different slant where it's saying you're feeling chained to the external world and its pressures. This could be obligations from other people. It could be a need to make money or a need to prove yourself in some way. And with the mouse archetype, I really think it's best to place your focus on how some of the things you've been working on might be becoming something that feels really stifling to you at this time. And how might you want to free yourself from that? What might need to change with your work or your livelihood or where you're placing your focus right now? If it feels like an uphill struggle just to keep that security, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's time to start to look at how to free yourself from these chains. And finally, materialism could just indicate don't be tricked by the material world and all its glittering illusions, because it really is kind of shallow. There's going to be some things that you might have an opportunity of achieving, but it may feel hollow if you're not really engaging with your life with that deeper or higher part of yourself. So don't trick yourself out of a full life by just skimming the surface or just having the appearance of something that looks good to other people. Second card is advice from your inner wisdom, and we have the Two of Wands. This is a card of ambition and growth, and when I see it next to the materialism card, I think your ambition is a good thing. I think it is time to strive for more and achieve more. The Two of Wands shows a lord of a manor. He's got everything he could possibly want, but he's holding that globe. He wants the world. And what this card sometimes means to me is that I'll finally be happy when syndrome. Like, when I lose 10 pounds, I'll finally be happy. When I make this much money, I'll finally be happy. When I get out of this debt, I'll finally be happy. And it's like this endless race to achieve more and do more. And when we see that link with the materialism card, it could just tell you to get off the hamster wheel. If you're feeling like you're just driving ahead and trying to self-improve or trying to prove something to others, this might be a time where you really take care of yourself. And then finally, the mythic archetype that's going to help you with all of this is Aphrodite, which is the goddess of love. Aphrodite's been making an appearance like every week on the Oracle Reveal, and this week I think she's coming up as the solution for the traps of the mundane world or the external world, or that need to, try to prove yourself. And Aphrodite's just saying, apply love to the situation. Watch how love is a panacea. It fixes everything. It's just something that you want to apply, especially toward yourself at this time. Accept yourself where you're at right now. There's no need to prove anything. And know that everything is coming into its fruition in its proper time. It's like there's this bread baking in the oven, and if you try to take it out right now, it's not going to taste very good. Just let things work and just lovingly bake, just really appreciate yourself, care about what you are accomplishing and doing, and stop measuring how you're falling short. And then finally, we have the Deer spirit, and it says, bring the gentle touch. And Deer is all about gentleness and support. First card for Deer is where it's best to place your focus, and we got the Empress, the goddess archetype, the abundant archetype. She's reassuring you that everything is growing in its proper time. The Empress is also telling you to nurture yourself if you pick Deer at this time. You really want to care. And Deer is a loving, gentle, sweet animal, and so is that Empress. She's a guardian of the young things, the things that need nurturing, like babies and small animals and little flower petals that are just so vulnerable. So this might be a time where you really want to apply that protective, gentle aspect of the mother archetype. Empress is also a card of abundance. So this could just be a time where you really want to focus on what's abundant right now. Where is your life flourishing? And really feed and water and nurture that part. Second card is advice from your inner wisdom. And we got the Moon card, another major arcana card. The Moon is telling you to tune into your hidden feelings. They're totally running the show from behind the scenes. Sometimes the moon can make you a little crazy. In Latin, the moon is luna, where we get our word lunatic from. So when we suppress our feeling or we don't want to look at it, we can start to feel crazy or off. I feel like this is a time to reconnect, but it's also time to stare your fear down and really ask yourself, how do I make this breakthrough? What really needs to be nurtured at this time? And the mythic archetype for you is also Cerberus, the guardian of the underworld. With that Moon card, this could be, again, a time where you're really going in your own inner underworld at this time. You're really facing down some fears. And with that Empress and that Deer archetype, you're just giving it some love right now. So I think both Mouse and Deer would really benefit from just letting love be the answer. It sounds so cliche, but it's so true. And you'll just apply that feeling, and, it just it just makes everything better. So be aware of the expression you're carrying. Are you smiling? Are you looking open-hearted? It's time to really apply that to the relationships in your life and also to yourself. And that is this week's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can always check me out at elliotoracle.com. Otherwise, I hope you all have a safe and happy week, and I will see you again next Thursday.